We're studios and we're in the studio. There's a war going on for your attention and you're not even aware of it. They want you to focus on things that don't matter. They want you to focus on that Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. They want you to focus on Elon Musk buying Twitter. They don't want you to focus on Bill Gates buying land throughout the states and across the country, globally. They don't want you to focus on how there's major food plants being burnt down across the states and how they're going to be food shortages within the upcoming years. They don't want you to focus on that because it's all strategically planned to keep you in a state of sleep and in a state of fear. You cannot look at what mainstream news is presenting to you and think that's all that's going on in the world. There has to be a hidden agenda. There's a hidden hand controlling what's going on. And it's up to us to realize what's going on to fight that battle. There's a war going on for your attention and you have to focus on yourself to really see what's really going on. All the stuff what mainstream news is presenting, it's all a ploy to get you into accepting that fate, or it's a form of predictive programming to where they present you a outcome that they want to have years before, or even months before, so when it actually comes, you feel like you don't have to do anything. You feel powerless, when that could be further from the truth. There's a small percentage of people that control the information and the money throughout the world. And all we have to do is just rise up and call them out on their shit. See, there's a war going on for your attention on all sides. It's not just mainstream news. It's also just social media as well. What are things that are seen, the things that are being postedly projected on social media, it doesn't benefit you or your family in a positive way. It's a major game of keeping up with the Joneses, and we're all just playing catch up with each other, going nowhere. It's the blind leading the blind. And in a world where no one knows themselves, it becomes dangerous. But dangerous for who? It's not dangerous for the politicians. It's not dangerous for the doctors. It's only dangerous for you. See, we could talk all this peace, love, and all that stuff, but we have to acknowledge the adversary. We have to acknowledge, I don't like the word enemy, but we have to acknowledge the opposition. We can't just turn a blind eye to what's going on. And although being informed is beneficial for you, the type of information that's being presented through mainstream media doesn't benefit you in any way. It's just entertainment. It's like all of it is e-news. All of it is e-news. Do you know how to grow land? Do you know how to grow your own food? Do you know how to live off the grid? Or are you like a tech junkie? If you take a step back and look where society is going, we're moving into a realm of the artificial, where people put the fake information so high and they belittle the truth. They belittle the truth seekers. They belittle the truth tellers. And it wasn't until this huge awakening where there's fact checkers on every social media site. How long has the internet been out, but there hasn't been any fact checkers? Mark Zuckerberg himself came out and stated that fact checkers are just opinions, which I already knew, but it's so sad where people post the truth on media and then they go down low and they see XYZ, this post is missing context, this post is false, and they'll just take it like that. They take this pseudoscience and make it as the science. Beware of the pseudoscience and beware of the energy vampires that's bringing you along with them into this pseudoscience, because it's all part of the ploy to keep you away from yourself and the best version of yourself. Get off the grid and find out who you are. You see, I'm in the studio. Wind blowing, no horns honking, strictly high vibrations. This is the energy we have to live at in order to see what's under the veil. See, we're all like guitars and we're all out of tune. Get in tune to find out the true answers. You could look at mainstream media, but look at it as not as sources of information. Just look at it as what's their next plan, what's their next move. I keep hearing about the food shortages. They're definitely planning something. So I dive deeper, and there's multiple food plants that's being burnt down. No one is talking about it. Farmers are being taxed more if they don't take these GMO seeds. These are all grooming us to be inside a food shortage. They can't stop us if we're awake. They can't stop us if we're conscious. And they can't stop us if we rise up. It's all up to you to stand up. And that time is now. We could all talk about this love and peace stuff, but in order to get truly peace, there has to be war. There has to be a change. It gets worse before it gets better. Just because you're on a high vibration doesn't escape the opposition from your fellow humans. We have to become more warrior-like with our energy and our peace of mind. Because if we keep letting everybody inside, that's what's going to make us crumble. You give someone trust and they'll misuse it. And I'm not saying you should live in a state of distrust, but be wary of who you trust and the information that's being presented to you. The energy vampires live on your lower frequency. They live on arguments, disagreements, pseudoscience, belittlement. This all stops with your conscious level. Put the phone down and pick up a book. Put the phone down and stare at the sun. You'll find answers up there and in here more so than you do on your phone. And on that note, check out the book The Caged Bird Still Flies, out now on Amazon. And if you like this video, like, share, comment, subscribe. We dropping videos every day. And until next time, you guys be well.